Are we truly naive enough to believe that when a superstar, the undisputed face of a league, says all options are on the table regarding his future, it doesn't send a shiver down the spine of every single fan base? Because right now, the hockey world is holding its breath, caught in a swirling vortex of speculation around two of the NHL's brightest stars, and the silence, my friends, is absolutely deafening, echoing with the unspoken anxieties of millions. Welcome back to a special report, where we peel back the layers of the NHL's most captivating off-ice dramas. Today, we're diving headfirst into the unsettling currents stirred by none other than Connor McDavid, the Edmonton Oilers captain, and the persistent whispers surrounding Vancouver Canucks defensive maestro, Quinn Hughes. These aren't just contract talks. These are seismic tremors that could reshape the landscape of the league, dictating the destinies of franchises and the very fabric of their championship aspirations. The air is thick with anticipation, tinged with a palpable sense of dread for some, and a glimmer of audacious hope for others. Just yesterday, the hockey universe collectively leaned in as Connor McDavid, attending Canada's Olympic orientation camp in Calgary, finally addressed the elephant in the room: his contract situation with the Edmonton Oilers. His words were measured, his tone calm. But the implications were anything but. McDavid, the man who routinely defies physics on the ice, insisted his priorities for the upcoming season are crystal clear: winning the Stanley Cup with Edmonton and Olympic gold for Canada. Noble goals, indeed. But then came the kicker, the phrase that sent a jolt through every Oilers fan and ignited a firestorm of debate across the league. He's content to take his time addressing a new contract, claiming all options are on the table. All options. Let that sink in for a moment. In the high-stakes world of professional sports, those two words are rarely uttered without a deeper, more unsettling subtext. McDavid went on to state, with an almost unnerving nonchalance, that he doesn't have a preference either way regarding starting the season without an extension. His stated desire? I want the group to be as focused and dialed in and ready to roll from day one as much as possible. And we don't need any distractions. A noble sentiment, perhaps, but one that rings hollow when juxtaposed with the reality of his own statement. Because whether McDavid likes it or not, whether he intends it or not, starting this season without an extension with the Oilers guarantees one thing: his contract status will become the relentless, unavoidable subject of ongoing speculation among fans, pundits, and every single media outlet that covers the sport. It's a distraction, a colossal one, that he himself has inadvertently created by leaving the door ajar. As Adam Proteau shrewdly pointed out, signing an extension before the season begins is the only true way to remove that distraction. Every brilliant goal, every dazzling assist, every minor slump will be viewed through the lens of, what does this mean for McDavid's future? It's a narrative that will overshadow everything else, a ticking clock that will grow louder with each passing day. Even Sportsnet's Elliot Friedman, typically a voice of reason and measured takes, while willing to take McDavid's remarks at face value, couldn't help but add a crucial caveat. Friedman observed that until McDavid signs, there's something imperfect in his eyes, whether effective youth or strong enough goaltending or something else. This isn't just about money or years. It's about belief. It's about whether McDavid, arguably the greatest player of his generation, truly believes the Oilers, as currently constructed or with potential future additions, possess the winning formula to deliver the ultimate prize. It's a subtle but profound distinction. The question isn't just if he wants to win, but can he win consistently and for the long haul in Edmonton? This existential question: does McDavid believe he still has a chance to win the Cup in Edmonton beyond this season, is the true heart of the matter. If the answer, deep down, is no, then the hockey world will be plunged into an unprecedented free agent frenzy. The speculation machine is already churning, envisioning potential landing spots for the game's biggest star. Toronto fans, ever hopeful, dream of a prodigal son's return to his home province, a triumphant homecoming that would finally end their agonizing 58-year Stanley Cup drought. But let's be realistic. The Maple Leafs, despite their perennial talent, appear no closer to solving their own playoff woes. Would McDavid truly trade one set of frustrations for another, even if it meant playing in his home country's largest market? Some observers have even dared to wonder if he might follow the Gretzky Trail, a path etched in hockey lore, and land with the Los Angeles Kings or the New York Rangers. The allure of Hollywood or the bright lights of Broadway, combined with potentially strong supporting casts, is undeniable. However, a cold, hard look at the current state of those clubs reveals a sobering truth. Both the Kings and the Rangers, while talented, are arguably further from true contention than the Oilers are right now. McDavid isn't just looking for a change of scenery. He's looking for a championship guarantee, or at least the strongest possible likelihood of one. And right now, that clarity remains elusive, fueling the anxiety that grips Oilers Nation. But McDavid isn't the only superstar casting a long shadow of uncertainty over his franchise. Across the Rocky Mountains, in the vibrant hockey market of Vancouver, speculation over whether Canucks captain Quinn Hughes wants to reunite with his brothers Jack and Luke with the New Jersey Devils isn't just lingering, it's intensifying. This isn't just a rumor. It's a narrative fueled by the powerful pull of family and the tantalizing prospect of an on-ice dynasty built around three elite siblings. James Myrtle, ever the insightful observer, recently weighed in on this very possibility. His take? The 25-year-old defenseman, a Norris Trophy contender and the engine of Vancouver's blue line, might have to seriously reconsider his future in Vancouver if the Canucks don't rebound dramatically from last year's disappointing performance. Hughes is UFA eligible in 2027, a date that looms large on the horizon. That gives the Canucks a few seasons to prove their worth, to demonstrate they are building a legitimate contender around their captain. But if the team continues to flounder, if the promise of a championship remains an unfulfilled dream, then the emotional ties might begin to fray. Myrtle went a step further, speculating that the Canucks might have to consider the unthinkable, a blockbuster trade involving their captain if he doesn't believe they can become a winner. The thought of trading Quinn Hughes, the heart and soul of their defense, is almost sacrilegious to Canucks fans. But in the ruthless world of professional sports, tough decisions are made when a superstar's commitment wavers. The Devils, Myrtle observed, would undoubtedly be licking their chops at such an opportunity. The chance to reunite Quinn with Jack and Luke, to create a familial trident of talent, would be an unprecedented coup. And the Devils have the financial firepower to make it happen. Myrtle highlighted their projected cap space for 2027 to 28, a staggering figure of over $62 million. While they still need to sign Luke Hughes to a new deal this summer, even with that significant commitment, they would still possess more than enough flexibility to sign Quinn to a lucrative, long-term contract that would solidify their defensive core for years to come. Imagine the synergy, the telepathic connection, the sheer star power of three Hughes brothers dominating the ice together. It's a scenario that could transform the Devils into an absolute juggernaut, a dynasty in the making. These situations, McDavid's and Hughes, underscore a fundamental shift in the modern NHL, the increasing agency of the superstar player. No longer are players simply assets to be moved at will. They are brands, gravitational forces, whose decisions can alter the trajectory of entire franchises. The balance between loyalty to the crest and the relentless pursuit of a championship legacy has never been more precarious. For fans, it's a roller coaster of emotions. The thrill of having a generational talent, tempered by the constant fear of their eventual departure. The stakes couldn't be higher for both the Oilers and the Canucks. They face the daunting task of convincing their respective captains that their best chance at glory lies within their current organizations. Failure to do so could lead to a future that is almost unimaginable for their fan bases. The hockey world watches, waits, and speculates as the futures of two of its brightest stars hang tantalizingly in the balance, reminding us all that in the NHL, the drama off the ice can be just as compelling and just as impactful as the action on it. So, what are your thoughts, faithful viewers? Does McDavid's all options comment fill you with dread? Or do you believe it's just a negotiating tactic? And could you ever imagine Quinn Hughes leaving Vancouver to join his brothers in New Jersey? Let us know your predictions and your deepest anxieties in the comments below. And if this deep dive into the NHL's most compelling contract sagas has sparked your interest, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more exclusive insights and passionate analysis. Your engagement fuels our coverage, and we're always eager to hear your voice in conversation.